Ginger, and not even a week to my function, a function that I've been yearning for long, that we've kept on moving, shifting from one day to another. It was so disorganizing to me as an individual. Up to now, truth be told, I'm not yet settled. There is still a lot that I'm still going through, getting many calls, people telling you, shift the day to another day. Why don't we wait? But you can never know when he will open up.
Emmanuel Muba's introduction and wedding ceremonies were slated for Wednesday and Saturday this week, respectively. His frustration follows the president's directive to limit gatherings to only 20 people.
Calling my fiancée, she was all crying. Yeah, she was so disorganized, she even never wanted to pick calls. So disorganized. Up to this morning, she's still not settled because it was so traumatizing to her.
Muba had budgeted for more than 300 guests.
Now I'm looking, where do I start from to tell them, please, you will not attend. 3-5 days to the wedding. It is the challenge I'm still having.
The Lord is faithful.
Peter Mwesugwa and Martha Kobsinje share the same frustration.
This is a bit disturbing. We are still in the situation of trying to gauge what to do, how to inform the guests.
So we had really planned for a large space and with a maximum number of 200 guests.
However, at least this couple were able to conduct their introduction ceremony last Saturday. They had planned to conclude this with a wedding ceremony later this Saturday.
But it is what it is, and it is what we have to work with, and we shall adjust accordingly. And God willing, if the situation gets better in the future, maybe in 2 years you can have something to celebrate the 2 years of marriage.
As most couples do, with a week to their ceremonies, these couples had already paid their service providers. The new directive means they will not be able to enjoy the service they had already paid for, since they only need to have 20 people.
All of them that I was talking to, they were telling me, my brother, truth be told, when you gave us the money, we used it. And for us, we are only waiting for the day. And that is what we are still waiting for. Now, we can't make a refund.
It is now for discussing with the service providers to see how best we can utilize the deposits we had made. If they are refundable or not. In most cases, most people would like you to use up the services rather than being refunded for cash.
A lot needs to be adjusted, and the couples have little time to make critical decisions.
The wedding is done once in a lifetime, and that is what so we planned for the very best for it. Now we planned to put it in Kakende Stadium. Looking at the number, I now have to dig deeper into my pocket to now look out for maybe a hotel in Ginger with a smaller room that can accommodate us. Now these are extra expenses, never planned before.
Meanwhile, already wed couples like Tadeo Ntege and Nadia Ntege feel so lucky that they held their ceremonies, as the presidential directive came a few days after both their introduction and wedding.
People had the cards already, and meaning, in case you couldn't communicate to them, they would find themselves at the reception, which would be a breach to the presidential address.
A ceremony is not determined by the many people that are there. God will still bless the few that are there.
Patrick SENYONDO, NTV.